What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and we are here at the Nerd Castle with the next episode of Shadowrun Dragonfall. In the previous episode, we had tried to set off a power spike over here, but there were some pesky civilians that got in the way of the plan. Basically, we were going to end up with a bunch of people executed, annihilated, and generally chopped up into bits and hung from the street lamps if we went through with the plan down there. Why we needed to set off the power surge is that it was going to disperse some of the guards around, maybe get rid of some of the security. Unfortunately, the plan didn't go according to, well, plan, I guess. And so we're forced to walk on forward and just hope that nothing goes terribly. So we're going to go through the back door right here. Hopefully this guard doesn't have a problem with us going through there. Obviously not doing his job very well because he's kind of just standing around. Maybe somebody told him that we were working on maintenance stuff. Who even knows? Either way, we're in through the back door, and hopefully we can make it through this without any major problems, although I sincerely doubt it. The game doesn't seem to really kind of favor you being stealthy. Like, things really seem to be stacked against you ever completing anything stealthily in this game. The glittering halls of the Az Technology facility stand in stark contrast to the Megacorp's unsavory reputation. Everything in here screams money, from the mirror polish on the floors to the obsidian inlays in the walls. The generators and the Bloodline project lie somewhere beneath your feet. But yeah, Az Technology, tough guys to crack. This is not a company that you want to be going up against. However, that's why the job is paying so well. Nice work, Three-Toe. There have been no alerts thus far, and hopefully you'll continue to avoid detection as you make your way through the building. If an alert does go out, I'll get you an ETA on the reinforcements. Hopefully it won't come to that. I've marked an elevator on your PDA. I'd start making my way there if I was you. It's the most efficient path to reach your objective. Best of luck. Well, it appears as though we've been given an arrangement of... secure door right there. What is this? Is it just like a hall, or what's going on here? I want to be very careful as I go through this place. It appears as though we've been left with a singular option right here. I really, really like Aztec art. It really looks cool. I love the way that they use... it's like normal parallelograms and things of that nature, but then you always end up with like a better picture once you finish the whole thing off. I've always loved stuff that's made out of concentric shapes. I don't know if there's the possibility that somewhere along the line, I don't know why I'm so attracted to symmetry and concentric shapes and like squares and circles and things like that. I just always have been. Let's go ahead and deck in right here. Hopefully, I can't guarantee that this is going to go well because he doesn't upgrade his gear at any kind of convenient time. He just seems to kind of use the same stuff over and over and over again. However, well, it looks like he's got... no, he's always had Blaster 2. Never mind. Blitz, stop being in debt and start paying off, like, new equipment. Sigh. Anyways, aside from giving him financial advice, which I'm really not qualified to do anyways, I am broke as a joke without hope. I'm going to take this slow. And on this turn, we're going to go ahead and put out one of our ESPs. This turn, we're going to suppress everything, just to give ourselves a little bit of extra breathing space with regards to any matrixy things that might be happening on the breeze. I don't know if you knew this, but the Matrix has kind of a smell. It's kind of a breezy thing. Hold on, what's going on here? Oh, it's on the wrong character. That's not what I wanted. The Matrix has kind of a simulated breeze, and you can smell things on it. For example, for my personal Matrix, I have it smells like chicken strips and french fries all the time. And so it kind of masks that nasty scent of Decker, who hasn't bathed in like weeks. Let's go ahead and drop another ESP right there. We're going to end one more turn, and we'll send Blitz in first. And it looks as though this might be a kill zone of some kind. Elevator controls and security cameras. Neither of those are what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Maglock releases, not the Madlock releases. A Madlock sounds terrifying. It sounds like it both is simultaneously angrily guarding your doors and also probably solving mysteries in some capacity. But anyways, bad jokes aside, oh god, there they are. I knew there was going to be a jump in here somewhere. Well then, let's get started with the decking. Wow, even Splody managed to make a shot. That's pretty sweet. Now, they are going to have to close with us, and there's just no cover. There's nothing to move to, so we may as well just kind of get down in town here and see if we can leave them with a frown and not with a crown of happiness. I don't know. I'm running out of things that rhyme with own. On that side, let's go ahead and drop bombs. The big miss right there. The only thing that we can hope for is that maybe the attack protocol gets beat up, and then everything will be okay. And he managed to dodge it, even though he's a burly fellow. I mean, he's definitely got kind of a Popeye the Sailor type forearm thing going on. When I design my AIs, I always try to make them have big forearms. I don't know why. It makes me happy. That's how I do it. So let's go ahead and do that. And that was a horrific miss, man. That was a miss on a whole new level, a whole new world. I mean, I don't want to have Aladdin running around singing or anything, but that was pretty special of you. Pretty deeply special. What can you do? Anything useful? There we go. So they have now been tar bombed, which means they can't move. And I think they have to be at point blank in order to attack you properly. So I'm going to move him out of the way. Blitz has a little bit of time left, so we'll throw out a couple little bits of damage here and there. Yeah, those have to be able to move. So if you're wondering what the little squares do with the little circle inside of them, they have to be right up next to you. They have to be adjacent to your character in order to actually, like, accomplish anything. So don't worry about it. If you can tar bomb them, you're pretty much good to go. So 3 shots, 3 kills. Let's go ahead and send people out to the different nodes that need to be addressed here. We do have the possibility of an alert pretty shortly. I'm going to try and get people into cover first, so that if we end up with another firefight on our hands, because I wouldn't put it by the Azzies. I mean, the Azzies always have the Azzies are schnazzy when it comes to all of their network security devices. I don't like running against Az technology. I mean, I'll take them over, like, Renraku, for example. Yay, things didn't backfire on me. Secure door controls. That was actually a really easy system. Deceptively easy, in fact. I'm not feeling so good about this. I'm going to move him up slowly. Okay, well, it looks like with one fell swoop, our Decker has managed to get us into the building and actually give us access to every single system that was previously unavailable. Let's go back. And now that we've gotten all the systems under control, I am going to deck out. And we'll have a look at the different areas that we've opened up in the building, because I seem to think that there's going to be a couple of offices that we can explore. So we've got secure doors everywhere. First and foremost, we want to be very careful about going through any of these doors blind. We have access to security cameras. We've got a Az Technology executive over there. Okay. So I'm going to try and keep my eyes on all of the security for as long as possible. Let's open this thing up. Looks like we've got an open terminal. Az Technology Inventory Services. Press any key to begin. The terminal springs to life. A quick scan of its contents reveals little of value, but you do find a message that catches your attention. From Meyer, Fatima to Katya Lanja. Katya, I've got some pretty grave concerns about this new project. I don't know what they're doing downstairs, not exactly anyways, but I'm pretty thoroughly creeped out by some of the inventory requests that have been coming up to my desk recently. When we decided to sign on with Az Technology, we talked this over. We knew the company's reputation, and I said that I could handle whatever came my way, but this, I mean, I don't know, Katya. This last order crossed a line, but would the research team, what would the research team with a bulk order of gags, restraints, and 500 liters of hydrochloric acid? Oh, I've got to run. Just got a message over the comm. It looks like Central wants to see me about something. I'll catch you back at your apartment later tonight. Let's talk about this over a bottle of wine. I know that I could use it. F. Just a guess, Chief, but I'm guessing that she never got home to enjoy that glass of wine. Yep. They were monitoring. They were paying attention to all transmissions that were taking place. We've got 2 more options right here, and both of them could end up with us just being in a really, really shitty situation. So I'm just going to pick one, and we're just going to go with it. Now, the big question right now is, do I talk to this executive? I've got really, really high charisma, as in insanely high. To put things in perspective, let's go ahead and go to the character menu right now. But in the world of Shadowrun, if you've got really, I mean, if your stats are at a 9, that's basically superhuman. It means you're almost godlike at whatever that is. If you've got a 9, it means you are quite accustomed to it. Basically, everybody loves me. There is nobody on Earth that does not love Three-Toe if you have a 9 in charisma. It probably means that you're both well-connected, well-loved, well-respected, etc. Or at the bare minimum, are so good at talking people into things that it's almost like you're a wizard. And in fact, if you wanted to lean that, you'll forgive my breathing. Sometimes I find that breathing is a prerequisite for talking, but anyways, one of the things you'll find is that, in fact, my character may have some supernatural ability to gauge people and be able to read them properly, which is how he's gotten his charisma so high. Just another thing to consider in the scheme of the way that things work in Shadowrun. The screen to this terminal comes alive at your approach. An Az Technology login screen awaits your password. Have the Decker forge a local ID and scan the terminal. Pay data acquired. We've got the DNA donor list. I don't know how that's going to help us out. I'm assuming that's going to be one of those things that we just throw up on the data net and try and sell off. So what do you guys think? Do we talk to the executive, or do we just try and skeef this thing all the way through with that? Oh, there's a security guard in there. Yeah, I don't know. Something tells me the stealth system leaves something to be wanting here, but in any case, I doubt that we were going to get through this thing without any sort of altercation anyways. We've got what I can only assume are like 20 turns. How do I not have LOS right now? I've been playing XCOM, so my LOS sense may not be functioning at the same peak level that it might be for the last couple episodes. Oh, it's because he moved over there. Okay, I didn't see that. I think we're probably just going to make a sprint. Whatever you just did, it got their attention. A Knight Errant high threat response team is on its way. Good luck, you're about to need it. Yeah, my concern there is that going down through here there was a guard, and I don't think you could necessarily get around behind him. I don't know, this guard, maybe I was supposed to wait for him to go around this way, but I couldn't see it on the camera anyways. It kind of went dark over here, so I don't know. Not sure how I was supposed to preempt that situation. I'll blame the stealth system. It's not my fault. So that guard's now down. Elevator controls on the plus side. Everything has already been knocked over to our control. So the entire system is basically... It's interesting that we can take control of the security cameras, but we couldn't get rid of like some of the security protocols or anything. Whatever. Different things. My big problem is that I'm used to playing this in tabletop where basically your imagination is the limit of what you can accomplish. And so whenever I play a video game version of Shadowrun, I feel disappointed by the lack of options that I can take to make sure that things go smoothly. I'm going to go ahead and try and take him out quickly. Iger, let's get her in the shotgunning position. Somebody hasn't been upgrading their close combat or their ranged combat skills because that 68% from where she was at doesn't seem like enough to me. Let's go ahead and see if we can't shake down this exec. I'm also going to split up the remainder of the team and we'll see what we can steal from the rest of the building. The high threat response team doesn't necessarily scare me that much just because I've played Shadowrun Returns and it's rare that they ever give me anything that's an actual, well, like an actual super hard challenge. Like some of the missions, basically a lot of the missions seem to hinge on the fact that either you notice something or you don't, and if you don't notice it, you lose, and if you do notice it, you're fine. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy and see if we can't get ourselves kind of an in. A worried-looking man in an expensive suit is pacing back and forth in his room. He locks eyes with you and you can feel the fear radiating out of him. What? Who are you? How did you get in here? We have mutual friends. They have a message for you. Friends? What friends? What are you talking about? We are pleased that Project Vincent is going so well. The executive jerks back as if you slapped him. His face has gone as white as a sheet. Our friend wanted me to deliver this message to you in person, here, in your office. I'm sure that you understand. Yes, yes, of course. His expression on his face is one of pure horror. Please tell our friends that I hear them. I mean, loud and clear. Tell them that I'm making the call. Call? What call? He shakes his head. You poor fool. You don't even realize what a pawn you are. Yeah, I don't realize what a pawn I am all the time. It's basically the life of a Shadowrunner. No Shadowrunner knows what they're doing at any given moment. You are always just kind of this guy that's out there getting used by everybody. I think we've probably got I don't want to waste turns. That's my big kind of... I mean, I want the loot out of there. So let's exit everybody from the scene now, and then we'll get Iger back. I may be wasting really valuable time right now. But it's going to take 3 to a bit to get there anyways. Oh, the lockers are full of Knight Errant security uniforms. Alright, so we all look like Knight Errant now. I also feel like I may have just done something that might glitch the game out. They're inside the locker. After a few minutes of cursing and a couple of popped rivets later, the job is done. You take a moment to examine your team, then nod in satisfaction. They look like a group of authentic Knight Errant security officers. The facility's already on high alert, Fearless Leader. It's a little late for disguises, don't you think? Probably, but they couldn't hurt. Well, if I had known that, I wouldn't have wasted my time with it. Now we know. Alright, so with 14 turns left, let's see what we can do here. Your stomach lurches slightly as the elevator plummets downward into the bowels of the Aztechnology facility. A faint but omnipresent thrumming sound raises the hair on the back of your neck. The deeper you go, the more certain you become. This place is vibrating with power, both from the generators and from something else. Three-Toe, I'm afraid that I have some bad news. The high threat response team is on its way. It's only a matter of time before they close in on your position. You'll never make it back to the elevator in time, but I found another exit point for you. There's a security door near the generators. I'll mark it on your PDA. When you're ready to make your egress, this will be your best call. I like that word. Egress. It makes me think of a female egret. We have egrets where I live, and I like egrets a lot. They're like graceful. They just stand around in the water. Expect heavy resistance, Three-Toe. Good luck. I also have a really short attention span, as you might tell. Whoa. Hey, man. Hey. Hey. There's no need for that. I'm on your team, bro. Well, now that I've been shot twice in one turn, I think I would like to give... let's give Glory like 1,000,000 AP on this run. What could possibly go wrong with putting all of our eggs in a singular basket? That never backfires, right? Nobody ever drops all the eggs. I probably should have used a melee attack right there. My bad. And so we'll do our normal single slash double attack thing, which doesn't appear to be working for us. Need to spend more time at the firing range, pal. All of you do, God. I like my new outfit. I'm gonna keep it. I think I might wear this for the rest of the game. Give her a nice little acid bolt in case she survives the turn, then heal myself for 10, even though it's not going to help that much. There we are, but 10 more HP is better than 10 less HP. And so now, this dude's about to get clawed to smithereens. Well, that was absolutely pathetic. Come on, guys. You can. I believe in all of you. I mean, I really feel like you can accomplish all these things because I have strengthened you with my buffs, with my shamanic buffs. Let's open this door on up and see what's going on. We've got 12 turns until the high threat response team gets here. So I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and we're just going to try and get in here and move. That's all that I really care about at this point, is we just really, really, really need to get our hustle on. I'm going to get her in behind the desk chair. Security cameras are already increasing the line of sight for somebody, I don't know who. He needs to reload. And then we'll just kind of move him slightly into the room. I'll set up his drone once it becomes convenient to do so, but as of right now, we just need to fly. And I don't know where their entrance point is going to be from either. When the high threat response team gets here, I don't know if they're going to come up from behind me or if they're going to come up from a differing location, but as it is right now, I prefer that we just get as far away from every entrance as we can. You've got a yellow explodey thing over here, which I'm not inclined to stand next to. We've got a ventilation shaft. Keep moving, Three-Toe. You're almost there. When you reach the control panel for the generators, the password Zolotl should allow you to discharge their safety overrides. Set the destruct and get out. I'll see you back at the Kreuzbazaar. I don't know if there's going to be further guards down here in the basement of the building. Thus far, for having like totally screwed up our entry, I feel as though we're at least making the best of the situation. It doesn't appear as though there's many guards left, so I guess we'll just take it. I'm going to leave people out of cover because there's nothing coming at me right now. There's a lab blast door. We need to figure out how to get through that. My guess is that it'll probably have something to do with Blitz over here. I don't see any panels that can be manipulated or touched, like I'm holding down the out key right now and nothing is popping out at me. So with 9 turns left until things get really, really nasty. Ah, there's our decking space. Let's go ahead and bypass a turn. Let's set up defensive positions because we may not have an option. If we get caught up in the Matrix for too long, this could turn into a giant shootout for us, so Additionally, with all of these different vents and whatnot, I feel like they may send, it may be for our drones or it may be for their drones. I'm not sure which as of yet. I'm going to get my character into cover. We do have a lot of explodey barrels, and I'm thinking that one right there is going to be the barrel we want to go for first. I'm going to set Iger up as far back as possible with a sniper rifle because I do think their entrance zone is going to be this spot right here. And from there, I think that's about all we're going to be able to accomplish. Everybody strap in. This is going to be a long ride. Let's go ahead and confirm that. We need a hull right this second. Ooh, and that's not what I wanted to happen. So with Iger in position now, we'll give her the sniper rifle. She'll be able to nick that barrel right there if we really, really need her to. I'll put Glory up in the front so that she can kind of draw fire, although she is next to an explosive barrel. We'll keep that tentative for right now. That's not like a locked-in thing that's totally going to happen no matter what we do. Let's get on in here. He's got a lot of time to play with regards to his alarm level. And so now that the system is aware of him, as always, we're going to spend our first turn getting our lovely little blue friends out. Our icy blue friends. Explodey and Attacky. They're not original names, but they're functional. And that's all that I'm really looking for. Alright. I don't want to move any further for fear of triggering anything. So there it is. We've got kind of a defensive little... I don't like how it stops my movement in the middle of nowhere when it spawns stuff. That was something that annoyed me in the first game, and it continues to annoy me in this game, because look, I just wasted an AP. You should finish the move. It doesn't matter that he spawned. God. What an irritating feature. What an incredibly obnoxious feature. Whoever designed that, a swift kick in the nuts. Although I have had some people tell me that some of the things are inherent to the design of the engine. I know a couple people that mod the game, and they've said that stuff like that right there is just something that it's hard-coded into the game, so the developers may not even be able to fix it. So that may be one of those things that like they knew about from the first game, and it was just like, well, nothing we can do about it now. I've programmed enough to know that at some points you land at a spot where it's just like there's nothing you could do about something that you screwed up way back in the past, and so you might as well just live with it now. Please don't miss, by the way. Okay, so with a 75 we managed to make the shot. I'm also going to throw in a tar bomb to do the same thing, although it may be slightly out of range. Well, then let's not do that. And I'm messing up my hotkeys now because I've gotten used to playing XCOM, unfortunately. There we go. So we'll tar bomb them. I mean, it may destroy them. I don't know. Nope, no destruction taking place. Unfortunately, a complete and utter lack of destruction. And I do enjoy destruction a lot, so unfortunately, the lack thereof makes me sad. It makes me unhappy. I mean, high threat response team's going to be here pretty soon. Let's fry some of this ice. That doesn't sound that delicious, deep fried ice. A lot of things sound more delicious when you fry them, but fried ice just doesn't seem like it would be amazing. Just like batter up some frozen water and then just drop it in real quick. However, deep fried ice cream is pretty amazing. If you've never indulged, I highly recommend it. Man, that thing is just making its shots right now. Oh, did he destroyed my exploder? Oh, I didn't even notice my exploder got destroyed. Okay. Then again, we are out of cover now that I'm looking at it. Let's give him an erosion. We'll give him something to think about right there. So there's the lab blast doors. Obviously that needs to go down. Send him off this way to figure out what might feasibly be down here. With the long bomb shot, I don't know why it decided to do that. I guess it tries to pick from whoever's not in cover would be my guess. And we'll get him set up to go that way. 5 turns left. Damn, this is going to get ugly really, really fast. And then it kind of begs the question, do we dig and figure out what's going on? Or like, what do we do here? I suppose I should take the rest of the team and have them take a look around to figure out what there is. So we've got a data okay, so we've got a data control over there. We'll get going with this fight right here until Blitz can show. Oh no, there's a bunch of them. Okay, so Blitz, I'm gonna need you to hustle, man. Attacky is gonna need your help. I kind of feel bad about naming him Attacky, because if you're like Attacky AI, that just means he's like really bad at decorating his house. He's got lots of gold stuff all over the place. Lots of brass things. Like brass tigers up in his living room. Just like, why was this necessary? Like, in the design scheme, why was this something that you felt that really was required for your home decor? Like, I'm not trying to bitch or moan at you or anything. It just sort of seems like one of those things that you would leave out. Just, I would rather get rid of him right now. So I'm going to continue trying. And failing, unfortunately. Have to live with my failures. And so the lab blast door is now open, which leads me to believe that we can check it out. Oh, balls. Decisions, decisions. Do you take the one shot that will blow up everybody? Well, it'll blow up that guy. I'm gonna get her back. Oh, no. I forgot that barrel was sitting right there. This could be a very painful turn for us. Well, a very painful turn for Glory. I don't want to pluralize things that I don't have to. I mean, I'm uninvolved. This doesn't hurt me at all. However, it may blow her delicate frame up. I think I'm going to break the episode off right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Shadowrun Dragonfall. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow in another action-packed episode. This one, I like this mission. But anyways, I'll see you there. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do.